Well met, friends, and here we are again for some more Drakan Order of the Flame. And when we last left off, we literally acquired this little big thing here we've got on our lap.
A warthog mentioned the Grimstone Mines. That's where we should start looking for my brother.
Yeah, exactly, Rin. Thank you for stepping on my toes when I was trying to explain my point. Yeah, so here we are. We now have Aerok. And I like to consider this part the fun part of the game, even though what we played so far wasn't technically bad either. But, yeah. Get to play as Aerok. Or rather, we get to use Aerok. And he comes with... Yes, Aerok. And he comes with his own means of combats and mechanics. And, sorry, I just need to dispatch these because you're going to be flustered with a lot of things to take on in this part of the game. Right, so, yeah, as you can see, it makes absolute mincemeat out of these enemies, the Grulls that we have, including the ballistas that the Grulls now control. In a far distance we saw just a little bit before, with the flaming balls of fire or arrows. I don't really know what they were, but yeah, Aerok's self-explanatory really. We get to fly as him, we get to control him. He has two attacks, a primary attack, which is these fireballs, and a secondary attack, which is his flamethrower. And if you'll notice on the bottom right part of the screen, that's the reserves that Aerok has. And continuously using his flame abilities or magic abilities, it'll deplete, depending on which version of his attack you use. It'll deplete in quicker or slower succession, but either way, that's what we've got. And the best thing is it recharges on its own accord. It doesn't require any potions or anything like that, or even rest. Essentially, just a little bit of time passes and it recovers quite fast. So it's pretty good. Now, I've got something to explain here. This will actually be my second time recording, I don't know, about just under 2 hours of footage of this part of the game already. And that's because, for some stupid reason, the game decides, yeah, you know how you've had no problems whatsoever doing your recordings or your technically storytellings, as this is technically me being in a bar, eating beef stew and drinking mead, regaling all the people who are watching this a tale of magic and swords. Yeah. So the game decides, you know how you've had no problems with that so far? Well, guess what? We're going to make sure that come the next couple of parts of your recording, we're just going to implement some weird static effect on the audio. And it's only going to occur every time you speak. So isn't that great? It was so unbearable having to listen to that crap. It was not even funny. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, so not happy, and my enthusiasm for this part is probably not going to be as it's not going to be as vibrant as it was a few hours ago when I was doing this. But you know what? I'll try to keep a positive face on it. I'm probably not going to be explaining things as well as I could have. Although, to be fair, you could also argue that the last time I was recording this wasn't exactly the best of my explanations of me playing this game. So just a quick little pause then. Yeah, I basically just wanted to double back on the recording, and just to make sure I pause the recording just so I can see for myself if everything's in order, if it sounds okay. Because I'm absolutely paranoid now. There was no reason why it decided to implement any of that static effect on the video. It didn't occur on any of my previous parts. I didn't do anything different with the settings on my recording software, OBS. Just no reason whatsoever. Just decided to do it. So I'm dead paranoid about it. But after just going through the recording now, yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it now. It seems okay. It seems to respond pretty well now. I actually ran my antivirus software and it said I had some malware, so I got rid of that. But I mean, you know, I'm just going to be concerned about it, so. But yeah, that's 2 hours of footage dead in the water already. Really not happy about it, but I digress. Anyway. So now we've got Erok, and we have the means to have the game open up in a completely new way now. So as you can see, he moves, he can strafe. If you press the crouch button, he'll instigate flying down on the ground. And if you press the jump, that's when he'll take flight, in a way. That house over there, very Nordic style house. We actually need to get to there. Well, we don't actually need to get there, but it's in our best interest to do so. But what we're going to do is, yeah, and also if you press the crouch button again when on top of Erok, you can hop off him. And he also has the game's also given Rin a command to tell or to ask. Erok to come close to him if she or he should be far away. God, how demeaning is that? You actually whistle to him like a dog. And I like his response to that, saying, "Feel a little bit lazy, are we?" Yeah, I mean, again, I've already covered all this stuff, but I mean, just having to do it again. I'm going into overdrive with my enthusiasm right now. But thankfully, this is a fun part of the game. It's just not as fun having to replay it. Right, but we've got something over here. If this boulder would like to sod off... Come on. There is something... Oh, come on. There you go, just do that. Okay, so I actually... Grimstone, right. Yeah, funny enough, I actually missed this part on the last recording. Or, you know, should I say, the recording I've just had to scrap. So, already, I've just discovered something that I completely forgot to include in the last one. So, there you go. So, I guess there's some benefit to me doing this. Just a small sort of little cave area inhabited by one lonely large scavenger. Ow. Ow. Ow! Yeah, could you just not? Yeah. There's definitely gonna be more of that where it come from. Especially now because... Ooh, what's this? John the Monster's Axe. Interesting. Is that a good weapon? Apparently it is. It's 25 damage, however the durability is 12. So, yeah. I don't know if you mentioned before, sorry, I don't know if I mentioned before, but if you also noticed, I dispatched and fried to a crisp some new enemies, or reoccurring enemies that were available in the start of the game. Oh, hey. Hey, Erok. You're just chilling out, alright, up there?
Hold on, here I come.
Yep. So, when you call him, use it, you know, using the calling button in the best way possible. His AI manages to fly close to you as possible and then just land next to you, which I gotta say, for 1999 was fantastic AI. And again, this game's dragon riding system, there was no other game like it, really. The closest thing you had was Panzer Dragoon. But even then, it was like, well, that was more of an arcadey style dragon riding stuff. Here, you've got actual mechanical gameplay that involves you riding, getting on and getting off a dragon, and using a lot of the movements to, you know, complement actual dragon riding and a third person, you know, hack and slash perspective, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much to this day. Don't think any of the games done dragon riding quite as good. Not even the mods from Skyrim could do dragon riding as good as this.
Hey, did you ever hear a knocking?
Sorry, I thought this place was deserted. I need some weapons and supplies. Got any?
You won't find much around here. The Warthogs carted off everything and everyone. Near as I can tell, I'm the only one left.
So, why didn't they take you?
As a lad, I apprenticed with the mage of Osa Oju. Oh, I'm no wizard, but I know enough magic to give the Warthogs a scare. How's that, dragon dame?
How did you know about the dragon anyway?
A sensing spell. It's how I know when the Warthogs are coming, and how I know you came here with the dragon.
Well, good luck, old man. I've got to...
Wait! You said you were looking for weapons. I know where a sword can be found, but you'll have to do a little chore for me first.
Why am I not surprised?
There's a mine back up the hill from here. I'd hide out there, but it's infested with spiders. Clean them out, and I'll tell you how to get the sword.
Pest control. You're starting to bug me, old man. Give me a challenge.
Oh, I have. You'll see. Here, take this key. You'll need it.
Right, so... yeah, the dialogue. It's never going to change, I'm afraid. All you can do is just, you know, give it the attention that you... giving it the attention it deserves, I suppose. For better or worse, it's just there for irony's sake. I mean, I don't know if you could tell, but the voice actor who did him, he's actually American. And you could tell by him really trying to put on a Gaelic accent. For those who don't know, Gaelic is the proper term for Scottish. It's an oldish term, I suppose. A much older term for describing the accent. But this is essentially where we've got to go, and whilst being here, Arok's decided to, he's going to start off now. Bye. We're not going to see him again. Right, now, he's just given us the quest to check out this spider cave, which I actually already did this, so I'm probably just going to... that was a really, really bad idea. Yeah, these guys aren't going to follow me, thankfully. And like I told you, I'm not going to waste my time on mobs of enemies that I really don't need to waste my time on. Did that just waste? Yeah, it did. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to get rid of this. I'm going to use this now. It's not a bad weapon, per se. It's just... it's... it doesn't have a large reach. And it's slow. And trust me, given the enemies we're going to be facing, the actual proper Warthogs... at least we can get rid of those in one hit. Yeah, the Warthogs... I'd rather not have any reminders, thank you. Ooh, we can also get a bow and arrow now. Sweet. But yeah, the Warthogs that we just burnt to a crisp before, they're going to be a very prevalent enemy.
To find a way to destroy it.
Oh man, they're just freaking everywhere. And I like how what they've done with the environment here. They've actually used the Warthogs and the Grolls as sort of fodder for the spider's food. Just how, like, you know, the nature of what a spider would do, I suppose. Oh, I forgot I still had this weapon. Ow. Bad spider. Go away. Another potion. Yeah, every chance I get, I'm going to find potions. I'm going to stop for them. And try and get them. But right. Because we're going to need them. Big time. Right, okay. Save it again. And what we actually need to do is, because the matriarch of the spider that we saw just before... I don't know if you saw that before then, but there was a giant spider in the room next to us. We can't actually access that area. So instead, what we needed to have done is this.
That should take care of the spiders.
Yeah, it's funny how the game says you've taken care of the spiders, even though all you did was drop a bunch of rocks on one area. And it's like, you know, the matriarch can still get out. And so, you know, there's spiders around here now, as you can see. So what exactly did you do? I don't know. Probably they wanted to make something deeper about it. The giant spider, of course, which I thought was a really cool concept, was just there for show. It was like a much bigger, blown-up version
Come here.
of the normal spiders we've been going against. But it would have been nice to implement some sort of, you know, boss fight or something. Yeah, just instigate some sort of boss thing. Maybe they wanted to, who knows. But yeah, sorry, I did this in much quicker succession because, again, I already did it. It's a very short quest. And that's literally all you needed to do, really. Okay. Could you not get caught on the trees? Thank you. Yeah, there's the 90s geometry glitch thing there. If you get caught on any geometry, you tend to either get stuck on it, or you'll get infused in the middle for some reason. Don't know why it does that. Not really understanding. But yeah, I did that in much faster succession, and sorry I didn't take too much time to explain the area, but it was fun. It was nice. All right. We've also got some armor as well, which was really good. Worn chainmail armor. In fact, well, for now we're okay. But the minute, actually no, I may as well just get rid of this because we're gonna need this space. Okay, so let's do it.
What do you know, lass? You did it.
Don't act so surprised. Now where's that sword?
Got a map we can use? What you're looking for is a ledge high up the mountainside.
You're sending me after a rusty sword on some ledge?
Nah, the ledge is where you use this. That's a rune of stone. Use it on the ledge and you'll find the sword quick enough. I marked the location of the ledge on your map.
Thanks. Keep your eyes open for war talks with hostages. They may have my brother.
Will do, lass. Good luck.
And to you.
And there you have it. So we've completed this mini quest, although to be honest, the way it was orchestrated, I feel like the developers were having a laugh. It was like making fun of the whole generic fetch quest thing that earlier games of RPGs and stuff were doing like that. Okay, great. So we've been introduced to another new enemy, the blade dragons. And I kind of need to get on top of Airrock right now, but the problem is... Okay, this is gonna... Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, he's gonna get in a few cheeky hits there, because now that we've bonded, me and Airrock, we obviously share the same health bar, and I hate that so much. It's like the same thing happened in the last recording. He literally just spawned out of nowhere, and just completely got the drop on me. And he obviously got a few cheeky hits in me more this time than he did the last, but you know what, I'm alive, can't be asked to complain. But yeah, for the most part, I feel like that's the developers having a laugh at the previous games titles like Diablo and every other RPG, medieval hack and slash. Just for like, you know, do the fetch quests and their instigation, well, the initiation for the quest. It's like, right, do this quest for me, and I will give you something that will give you the means to find something else, to find the weapon. At least that's how I like to think of it. It's fan theory, but I swear the way it was just presented to us right then, it was just like, I'm thinking, there's no way they could have taken themselves serious enough to call that a proper, you know, quest style fetch quest, I suppose, for lack of a better word. Okay, you die now. Yeah, so these enemies, the warthogs, a real pain, real nuisance. They're much bigger, much harder to kill. They have a much higher, sorry, they've got a much more further weapon arms reach. So they will be able to get a few attacks on you before you will them. Yeah, sorry about that. Just had to quickly get my din-dins. Just arrived for me. But yeah, the warthogs, these were, as you noticed from the start of the game, in the cutscenes, they were the larger versions of the Dark Union that we saw in the first cutscene. They were with the Grolls, but also commanding the Grolls, actually. And now this is going to be a more prominent enemy to deal with. Nope, okay. So yeah, pretty much every time we'll find ourselves in these areas fighting these things. I'm pretty much just gonna let Aerok take care of them. As quick as possible. Now this is actually the area we need to be at. Or rather, no, it's the area where the chap in the hut gave us the means. Oh god.
The mines must be further up this valley.
He gave us the means to access this place. But yes. Yeah, sorry, I just needed to concentrate on that. You may notice a very slight, small, subtle crosshair right in front of Aerok. Well, that is incredibly handy for what we need him for. I also forgot to mention, right, okay, yeah, so none of them had health potions, and that's essentially why I'm doing this. Taking care of all the enemies as quick as possible, in the best way, I suppose. Right. So, we now been given the means to access this area. One chance to use this. Okay, so I managed to get the sneaky hit off. Yeah, so more areas around the cavern systems for us to chase some swords, some funky swords or weapons or whatnot. And yeah, this again is another function of the game, revealing secrets for ourselves, which is pretty darn cool. But again, if I can, I'm not going to try and take on some scavengers if I don't need to. Of course, it would help if I waited for the saw blades to finish spinning. But of course, I do not care to want to do that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually use this weapon. Well, it's funny. Ow. I hate that. It's like, even if I manage to get off an attack, he spins around so fast and starts just chopping me full of bits. There's another 2 health potions. It's not good. Okay, we found one here at least, but yeah, some of the artwork in this is pretty cool. But don't go jumping down there, you'll just end up dying. Right, so, try that again. This is an area, it's kind of weird how the textures are just sort of transitioning from updated to not. But yeah, the game features some secret areas to discover for yourself. Like, it's obviously not, it's not for the means of discovering, like, just in the blink of an eye. You have to find them yourself, which I think is pretty cool. And we'll come across small secrets similar to that. See, that's what's annoying right there. You just saw that. He wasn't turned around completely, but because I was in direct contact of him being able to attack me, he just ended up... he ended up just getting some cheap pot shots on me for some reason. And that's what I mean about the glitchiness of the game's... There we go. Yeah, the glitchiness of the game's sword arm or attack arm for the mobs, the enemies that you have to deal with. Ugh. The hell? Sorry, some weird hair in my face. Okay. So this is the new weapon we just caught, the sword of flame. 15 damage with armor piercing, 150 durability, medium speed, medium range, and it comes with 5 flame spells. That's what I meant to say. Which, now looking at the fire crystal, it actually gives us the numerical value. But ever so slightly above the rod itself. I dare say, do I even want to use it? Okay, I'll use the small one. Probably a bad idea. But I've just about had it with these things. At least it attacks fast. I think that's what I was doing wrong. I don't know, who knows. But yeah, I'm going through way too many health potions this round than I was the last one, so not entirely happy with that. They're not entirely facing me right now, so maybe if I just sneak away quietly. Yeah, okay. I'll take it. I'm not gonna take him on if I don't need to. Oh, for God's sake. Get away, get away. Ah! Whew. Right, well they can't jump down here, so... bully to them, I guess. But yeah, that was the small little passage area that... Hey, Rock? Are you okay? Oh, good. Well, yeah, so that sort of glitchiness can happen, I guess. It's weird, never seen that before. But yeah, that's the area in which the guy from the first part, or earlier, gave us the means to access this by giving us a key. We've actually got the weapon now, but I actually forgot to mention as well, once we were done with this area, when we go back inside his place, he's just gone completely. He gives us the key. He tells us he's going to be on the lookout, and then that's it. His character model's gone, the interior of the house is gone. We never see him again. I think there's no deeper meaning to his existence whatsoever. He was literally just a side note in the game. But entirely optional, so again, there's nothing forcing you to have to deal with him. And ow, ow, ow. So there you go with the air combat. My flamethrower breath actually did a number on him much more than the fireballs did. Which, in and of itself, is pretty decent. But... oh no. And that's... wow. Not sure what the hell happened then. Right, back here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try that again. I mean, the game's just way too cheap. I mean, the dragon was just, you know, caught on geometry. Yeah. To be fair, it was a little bit my fault as well. Yeah, that's how I should have killed him. I shouldn't have bothered with him before. But, this attack that he has, the flamethrower, is actually the most powerful attack that he has. Because it does sort of continuous damage over time. If that makes any sense. It's hard to explain, I suppose. The reason I was going over here is because I wanted that health elixir. Right. We've got another warthog over here. Oh, we've got several. Yeah, so it makes really quick work of them. And I know it seems like I'm going through this game very easy and breezy. But trust me, there will be parts where Erok won't be able to follow. Like in more cavern spaces where warthogs are very... too frequent, as to say. That part's not going to be fun. And in fact, I'll probably have to discard some of the weapons that I already have. To make sure I'm ready for them, because weapons reach along with fast reflexes is an absolute must in this part of the game. Okay, so at some point we're going to get some snow, which I thought was supposed to happen now. Eee, barrel. Oh god. Where the hell did you come from? You little... Groll in there. Having an easy time, are you? In your ballista? Well... just sorry, but I'm not going to make it easy for you. Okay, now... I want to get rid of these ballistas as soon as possible, because they are everywhere. And more dragons. Caught a bit of a hit then, but it's fine. See, I don't want to go too far ahead, even though technically, just ignore me. I'm actually, this is the way I'm supposed to go. There you go. That's how you're meant to take these things on. Just fly side to side, strafe fly, and use your flamethrower. It does the quickest amount of damage. Right, so he's just going to use his fireball. The blade dragons have the poison attacks, which I can't remember if I mentioned. Just waiting for him to fly closer to me. There we go. We got him there. Right. But, took a little bit more health than I would have liked. And I've just got to go fly back to make sure I haven't missed anything. As in health potions. Not entirely... What are we on now? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to approach this part of the game now, because going through all of that game... We're going through all of this game already. There's a health potion. You know, although I'm not as enthused about it now as I was before, you know, going through it faster as well, I feel like I may as well just do these parts a little bit longer each time. Like, not all in one part, that would be a bit too long. But, you know, maybe 40 odd minutes. Now and again. This is actually the main part of where we need to be at, the Grimstone Mines. So, we'll be back at this point. Not before long. But in the meantime, the way we were going before, this direction, is actually where we need to go. Yeah, it sucks that I can't access my inventory whilst riding Aeroc. I'd like to know how many health potions I have. And trust me, there's no ceiling to how hard this game's going to get, so you're gonna want all the health potions you can find. Yeah, actually, one of the mechanics that you will see later on is the fact that Aeroc will be able to access different abilities. And I think I can't remember if I've already mentioned this, but if I have, sorry, I may as well just mention it again for validation's sake. You'll get to have other means of attacks with different spells. You know, lightning, frost, magma, and even poison. And they're all a really good idea and concept, but the problem is, given that the flamethrower spell... Yeah. The flamethrower spell is just like continuous damage over and over again. Like, I don't rightly know how they've implemented it. It could just be like many mini sprites going off all at the same time. Right. Yeah. Trust me, any and all times you can, use Aeroc to kill these guys. They're not fun to go against. But you'll see. Okay, I need a decent weapon for these guys. Short and fast, medium, medium. Yeah. Okay. And there we have it. So we got... Come on. Yeah, so all that clanking that you're hearing right now, that's me hitting his armor. That's why I'm equipped this weapon. And these guys also have combos as well, a means to dispatch you in really quick succession. So it's like literally every single time I've gone against them, I've always ended up having to at least use one health potion every single time. Not fun. But yeah, the Warthogs, they've got they've got axes and shields. They know how to use them as well. Oh crap. The health potions on top of this. That's not good. I can't... I need that health potion. I'm sorry, but I do. Do is try to slide down in here again. Okay. That's just miles worse than what it was before. Totally messed that up. Okay, there you go. And be careful as well, because the enemies can also pick up the weapons themselves. Sorry, not the weapons. The potions themselves. I'm actually not going to fight him if I don't need to. But the main reason why we're over here is to collect all this stuff. And yeah, he's just going to follow us anyway. So okay. Well, my inventory is quite full. The longbow. Nope. Yeah, I haven't even used the first bow. Let's put that over there. Make sure it's not near us. You know, this might be the type of the point of the game where I might even seriously consider putting that mod back in. Just because it's just too brutal of a difficulty. Okay, we can't pick up this one because it's too big and it's mainly used for these guys. But yeah, they've got heavy armor on. They'll take a lot of hits. Even the armor-piercing weapons will have a hard time going through them.
I can't reach that.
Bryn, I really hate the fact that you just stay there. Yeah. Thankfully, they're too dumb to activate the elevator switches. I even like the sound that they use for the cranks and everything. Used in the contraptions. Used in these somewhat contraptions. Pretty good stuff. So we picked up a bunch of stuff there. We picked up a couple of long swords, which have both medium range and medium speed. One of them's 15 damage, the other one's 15 with armor piercing. So now, I think, whilst we're at it, because we've got really decent amount of weapons, I'm probably not going to be using this stuff anymore. One long sword as well. Yeah, let's just get these out of the way. And yeah. So far so good. I think once we get to the large gating area in the next section, or probably that's where I'm going to call it an episode. But yeah. It's cool that they've made this sort of interioristic world within the exterior. You know, I like games that do that. It doesn't, it's like, it's all connected under one scene. It's not like you go in somewhere and then there's like a loading screen. Now this game doesn't do that. Or at least for the, like, the general areas. Sadly though, the sequel to this game actually does do that.
It's locked.
It is locked. And the game would have then prompted us to get the key from the area that we just came from. But again, because we've already done it now. Yeah, I'm obviously messing this up.
It's locked. It's locked.
I really, really hate the function though, that you need to put your weapon away, take out the damn key, and then take the time to equip your weapon, all while not being able to move. It's really, really annoying. Yeah. Let's hopefully he's still there. Get out of here. Get out of it.
I'll wait for you.
You, Mr. Grawl. You are not relevant here, okay? There. Just get lost. Another long sword. In which case... yeah, we'll just drop that then. Yeah, I'm gonna start using these. They're not as fast, I think. But, it should be fine. Anyway, and yeah, again, the timing of this episode is just gonna be completely sporadic. But, yeah. Now we've managed to clear this first area. Or at least almost cleared it. And, yeah. Almost making good timing now. Okay. Right. Yeah. So there's another area we've got to go to on ourselves. And release the gate that this thing has dropped on us. But that'll actually be done in the next part. So, thanks again for watching, guys. Hopefully seeing you in the next part, and Godspeed.